Yeah, my name's Samuel Huberto, and I bought multiple properties using Calvin Realty. Specifically Corey as my realtor. I haven't looked back. I'll be buying more, many more with them.
Why'd you choose Calvin Realty?
They are investor friendly, and as most of you know, I'm an investor, so I need someone that can really fit my needs. So I actually worked with a different agency before, and they just didn't understand the strategy when it comes to real estate investing. They said they did, but it didn't. So then I switched to Calvin Realty.
What stood out about working with Corey?
What stood out? Well, his good looks, first of all, the mustache. But no, he understands what we're looking for as investors. Again, with his background in being an electrician, he can find things like panel upgrades and stuff like that. So.
What part of the process mattered most to you?
The simplicity. So, I mean, some investors like to be complex, or some people like to be complex with their realtors. I'm simple. I basically need you to open the door, let me in, do my thing, and he's good with that. So, love it.
What was most valuable about working with Corey?
Valuable. Yeah, just the ease of working with him. He understands, he knows how to write contracts, he knows all the strategies. So again, just knowing what we're looking for.
Would you recommend Corey to others looking to buy or sell real estate?
I do. Every time.
My name's Calvin Westman, and I've worked with Calvin Realty to both buy and sell. I first met Calvin when he was working at a different outfit, and when he left there, I just followed him.
Did you consider other agents? What made you pick Calvin?
I wouldn't consider another agent as long as Calvin's available. I just know he's going to do a great job, so I just go straight to him. I don't know what I'd have to make some considerations if he stopped working, I guess.
What stood out about working with Calvin?
Calvin will just kind of get it done, so to speak. If you need something out of him and you communicate it to him, that's where it ends. It'll just eventually happen. You don't have to follow up or mitigate things. It happens.
What part of the process mattered most to you?
The simplicity, the ask once and then have confidence it's going to happen.
What was most valuable about working with Calvin?
I just have so much confidence in Calvin's ability to solve problems that I know that when I ask him to solve a problem for me, usually sell something or help me buy something, I know it's going to happen the way I need it to.
Would you recommend Calvin to others looking to buy or sell in real estate?
Yes, both, of course. He's extra good at selling, I've found in the past. That's what I've needed most recently. I feel like most realtors can help you buy cheap. I don't know if they can all do that. I know Calvin can do that too.
Hi, my name is Sam Smykel, and I use Delaney from Calvin Realty for a real estate purchase.
Why did you choose Delaney?
Delaney is a close family friend of mine, and that in itself was, good enough. But I have known Delaney for a few years, a lot of years now, and I've always known her to be very astute and honest, and she pays attention. Even when she was becoming a realtor, I was friends with her and her husband, and yeah, you could already see like how much effort and how much time that she was putting into this new occupation that she was venturing or setting out to accomplish in. And yeah, with that, it inspired some confidence, and then just knowing her character, again, her honesty and how much she cares and how much she pays attention to everything. We're all busy people, but even through that, she's fantastic. So that's why I chose her.
Did you consider other agents? What made you go with Delaney?
I did consider other agents, and that was because I've made a purchase before, and I've used other people in the city, and all great, no bad reviews about any of them. But obviously there's that personal connection with Delaney. However, I trust her completely. I know that she's going to do I knew she was going to do a fantastic job with this, and she would, take care of me in my situation. I think that, she would do the exact same thing for anybody. But for me, it inspired that confidence from the get-go that she would be a fantastic person to work with. So that's why I chose her.
Why did you choose Delaney?
Yeah, choosing Delaney was an easy decision for me. I have known her since grade 7 all the way through grade 12. We went to school, we played ringette together. So I felt like she just knew me as a person, could help me make the best decision in buying our first home.
Did you consider other agents? What made you pick Delaney?
Yeah, I think we have a few friends that became realtors, chose that as their career. And then you're always going to have input from your family, your friends, of who they chose or why they recommend that. But for me, it came down to the fact that I knew Delaney for a super long time. I trusted her, and I knew her work ethic and how much she was being successful realtor. So yeah, it was an easy choice.
What stood out about working with Delaney?
Yeah. One instance I can think of that stood out the most is we were in the process of looking at homes and all of this. And then, of course, the one home we loved came up on, I think it was like a Friday midday, and we wanted to get in to see it that night. She had people visiting out of town. She was super busy. She got a child. She's married, all of these things. And she dropped everything and prioritized a showing for us, which ended up being this home. So it all worked out in the end, but she just goes above and beyond for anyone that works with.
What about the process mattered most to you?
Yeah, I think just your level of expertise. For us, it was our first home that we were buying, so we were very green in the sense of we didn't know what to expect. We went into the market summer 2024, which was chaos, and we didn't realize the amount of multiple offers that we would have to put in, the amount of homes we would kind of miss out on if you weren't quick. So having her guide us along the process, get us into showing super quick, make our offers competitive, really stood out and made the process a lot easier in an overwhelming time.
What was most valuable about working with Delaney?
Yeah, I think having a friend at the end of it all. She was someone that I didn't feel like it was transactional or that we had to, introduce ourselves and do all of that. It was right to the nitty-gritty. Yes. And she was kind of able to see something and be like, this would be a great fit for you guys, or I know that you guys value this in your home. So yeah, it was having a friend guide us along the process, someone that we trusted a lot with our decision.
Would you recommend Delaney to others looking to buy or sell?
Yeah, absolutely would recommend Delaney. She is very knowledgeable. She's great at what she does. She's passionate to be a realtor. And whether it's your first home, you're upgrading, you're downsizing, I think she would be a great choice as a realtor.